I desperately needed to step out. Good thing this is tracking me. Cause, okay, I desperately needed to step outside of my room. I feel like it is really cold. It's quite cold. I just don't feel like I want to be staying in my room anymore. Um, at least for like the next 10 minutes. So, yes, it's been a while again. Um, I guess I was just busy. I don't think there was like like substantial things happening. I was just like really busy and like getting in the groove of things, which is weird because there's 2 weeks left of this term and I'm just getting in the groove of things. By that I mean skipping class when I want to, I think. Um I've been to one of my classes like a whopping 7 times maybe. I got the median grade on the midterm. Like I think I'm fine. Even then, like I'll be fine. No one's gonna ask me like what grade I got on my like theories of consciousness midterm. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it like doesn't feel like it doesn't matter, but it like almost like incentivizes me to like take classes or like pursue things that I like enjoy, so that I like put effort into them. Because for me, those are like they go hand in hand. I don't think there's a causality, but there's definitely like a correlation between the two. In that, like, if I'm enjoying something, then I'm gonna put in the effort to prove to myself that I can do it. It's like about exceeding my own expectations as opposed to like I don't know, like reaching somebody else's standard of what good is in that case. Um that's why I love my art history class. Like I keep talking like literally the highlight of this term was my art history class and still is. Today I went to office hours and I don't go to office hours like famously. I've been to maybe like 4 office hours in college, like over the past like 3 years in a term. Mm, so I went there to like gauge. So okay, let me explain the assignment. So I need to come up for the Paris leg of this class that I'm taking. I need to come up with an artwork to like stare at for like basically 5 to 7 hours every day while like I'm in Paris. Like that's one of the assignments. Like I need to be like looking at that work and like just taking it all in for like 4 weeks. So I went a little overboard and looked at every single painting exhibited at the Louvre currently on display. Um, Mostly from France, but like just like in like European, like Western European at large. And like from 1750 to 1850. So that was around 839 works. Um, and yeah, so I looked at all of them because I was like, I like need to be well informed in choosing this like work that I'm gonna look at, like spend so much time with. Um, I narrowed it down to like 20, and then I narrowed it down to three. I think I'm excited about the selection I've made. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but one of them is like two of them are probably like definitely late neoclassicism, but like at the precipice of romanticism. And weirdly that produces something rococo in my head. And like one of the paintings channel that, which is again interesting. That was so many buzzwords. I sound not only like super inaccessible, but also just like really obnoxious while talking about art, because I am obnoxious. Deal with it. But yeah, so two of the works are like that. One of them is like very clearly like part of like the romantic like romanticism school. I believe it's was it by I want to say Giraudet. I don't think so though, but potentially. But oh my god, there's like two people like really walking really slowly. I'm on the porch and this is facing like a road, so I can just like. Why did I say road? It's like just facing the street. Um, but yeah, these two men are walking really slowly. I'm like, just kiss already. Like, just kiss, do it. Okay, enough about other people. What is the timestamp? 4:46. Again, this is like I think I've previously talked about this. This is like a muscle, and like if you stop doing it, you like kind of lose not maybe not lose, but like definitely like need to get back in the groove of things. Um, what else? I'm really excited to leave. I'm really excited to like not be in my small college town anywhere but because I'll be home for 2 days, I think. Not even that, like 30 something hours, and then I'm flying to Paris, and then from Paris I'm flying back home, and then from home I'm flying to Boston, and then coming back here early January, which is it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. I don't know if I ever did a deep dive on my winter lore um, in this series. I'm sure its time will come because that's important context for how I'm about how I'm like gonna go about the winter here. Um, Not looking forward to it, but it's gonna be amazing. Yeah. So I think I was like today I was thinking about like if I could just like choose one thing to do for like as my career like guaranteed, what would it be? Because I feel like I've been approaching my like search for what's next for me with like a lot of constraints. I feel like not having constraints would potentially just like make it clearer to me what the constraints even are. Um, because I feel like I'm just like basing it off of like whatever feels feasible as opposed to like actually foregrounding what it is that I want to do. And so I wanted to focus on that a little, and I feel like if it were up to me, I would just be like someone who like voices their opinions and like uses their brain as like a function out into the world and like taking in whatever like part of culture that they take in and then like just like talk about it and like just process that and then have that be their platform. I feel like that's exactly what I would have done if it were up to me. And I feel like I don't know if I'd be good at it, but I feel like I would probably be like particular at it, which is a, just like so much better than being good, because then like I don't know, you're like some people's cup of tea, and then for some people it's like meh, like don't really see your point, and I'm like fair enough, like I don't see yours either. There's so many people whose points I don't see. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Even like in my class today, this is the class I've been to for the seventh time. Like today was the seventh time, and I just looked at the Lou Collections website the entire time. Didn't like spoke at the very beginning, but this thing that I'm about to talk about happened at the very beginning of the class. So basically, the question was like, it was about animal consciousness. Today's lecture was about animal consciousness, and the question was something to the effect of like, is animal behavior good enough of a metric to like assess consciousness off of? I phrased that in a abrupt way, but please, like, hopefully that makes sense. And then I was like, I feel like we're like, in a way, we can't just say that like report paradigms of like consciousness, like when humans report what they are conscious of, if we like deem that as like not enough of like evidentiary support, like how can we just like think about like behavior as a good metric in animals and like made like a layered argument, like that was the bare bones of like what I said. But yeah, it was, did it make sense? Potentially. I don't think it like sounded stupid though, like at the very least. And then this like random girl who like I don't know who she is. I in fact don't know any single person in that class except for a friend of mine. Um, she just went like, what did she say? She was like, I don't think I agree with that. And then didn't say anything else. Like that was like an end stop in that comment. And then we just like sat in silence for 5 seconds, which you're like more than welcome to like not agree with what I said. But like I don't think like that's how it works. I feel like you gotta like I don't know, like say something like in opposition, justify why you don't agree with me. That applies to like agreeing with me. Like why do you agree with me? Like also say that. But she just like left it at that. I'm like, okay, noted with thanks. And then somebody else like picked it up and was like, hey, I don't agree with this because of X, Y, Z. And I was like, yeah, like fair enough. But that just like the audacity was crazy. She was like, no, not buying it. And I'm like, okay, you get points for confidence, but like really? Like, is why is that happening? Like, just like back up what you say. Like, if you have an opinion, you ought to have some sort of rationale for it. You can't just like have an opinion. I feel like that's just, oh my god, we're at 10 minutes. But like, no, I'm about to make a really good point. You can't just like say something and like not have like an internal rationale for it, even if like you don't externalize, like, because like we don't always say like, I agree with this, or like I like because, or like I disagree because. I feel like that happens like more with the latter than the former though. But still, like, at least have some sort of idea as to like why you feel or like think in a certain way. Is that is that crazy to ask for? I don't think so. Okay, we're at 10 minutes, but at least I no, I'm excited like to continue. At least I was, what was I gonna say? At least I'm inspired. I think that's what I was gonna say. But I feel like I don't know if that's true. We'll find out soon ish? Question mark? I hope. Okay, this is too long. Bye.